Sorry about the delay. So you're thinking about buying your first home, correct? Um, in a swivel seat here, sorry. I have a habit of doing that. Drives everybody nuts. And you're ready to find your first home. Where do you begin? You would be considered, who is a first time buyer anyway? We always think of young married couples. There is a definition. It might be broader than you think, so we'll look at it here. It's a person who has never owned a home, or a person who has not owned a home in the last 3 years, or a single parent who has only previously owned a home with a spouse. The definition may vary by program, but the Federal Housing Administration definitely has first-time home buyer. What would you call it? Categories that you would be in. How do you find an agent? We're easy to find. You know that. We're everywhere. You probably know about 10 people that are agents. So we are everywhere, which we can help you with this. It seems overwhelming. It's not so much to us because we do deal with it every day. So we do understand it, but this, you may do this 2 or 3 times in your life. So it can get very confusing. In many cases, you're required to enter a written buyer agreement with an agent when you do this. Didn't used to be that way. It isn't something that's new. They were around when I started in 2011. They had them then. I noticed not too many people used them, but they were around back then. But now, to clarify who we are and what we're going to do for you, so it's understood and what it's probably going to cost you, you see this agreement up front and you agree to it or not, one way or the other. And they're fully negotiable. And you'll see that there's empty spaces. So when you get to that. So you'll need help from a realtor, and then you'll need to secure financing. It's important to know that you have that secure financing before you get out looking to buy. Okay? You don't wait till you find the house that you really, really want and then get started on that process. You'd like to have a pre-approval from a bank, and you have that pre-approval before you put in an offer on the house. It's going to make your life a whole lot easier that way. And your seller's going to know that you're pre-approved. So what do you think is going to happen if you're the one, someone else wants the house too, and you're the one that's not approved? Just what do you think probably is going to happen? Right. You got it right. What are my options for financing? You got conventional mortgage loans. You've got the federal loan programs. That's the Federal Housing Administration, Department of Veterans Affairs, the U.S. Department of Agriculture. They all have ways to help eligible buyers. State-funded grants, depending on your location. Contact your state, have a look at those. Local government and nonprofit organizations may have programs to help borrowers with specific requirements. All these are used to ease the cost burden of buying a house because it is costly. Another way you can do it is, if you do have a seller, ask for concessions. Ask for them to pay something. They can pay for certain costs associated with purchasing the home. What other resources are available? Homeowners education and counseling services are available. HUD service, certified housing counselor. I have to tell you, it's been a few years, but I was curious about this, learning about it, and before I wanted to send somebody there, I wanted to see what it's like. So I took it, and it's quite impressive. And helping people to understand what's going to happen when they get into the housing market and how it's going to work. It was very impressive. I'm glad I took it. I really feel like I can recommend it now to people who this is all new to. And then you start wondering what option is best for me when it comes right down to using what kind of loan do I want to get? Do I want to do it now? Is this, that's where you can talk these things over with your people that you trust someplace, but also with your agent. They can be helpful in this. So thank you for joining me. And don't be afraid. We've all gone through buying our first home. You will learn a lot, and a lot of what you learn will change, unfortunately. Thank you for joining me. See you again soon.